Hello, my wonderful Taurus. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. Okay. So we have privileged lady. Okay. And bottom of the deck, we have marriage. Taurus, I'm getting a strong energy of someone who is not only viewing you as very like stable or someone who really has it together, they definitely have commitment on their mind. Okay. But I'm sensing a very strong energy of someone viewing you as a blessing. Like there could be some, like connecting with you could have opened some sort of a door to healing for this person, or there's something that became very clear to them about themselves or their future here. Like there's something that you exposed to this person about themselves without intentionally doing so. That's the best way for me to boil down the energy that's coming through. So let's see. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups on the bottom of the deck and the Three of Pentacles. Definitely see this as someone who wants to have some sort of a discussion, or they are wanting to come to a mutual agreement here. This is someone who feels very deeply towards you. And the Queen of Cups could also be someone who is wanting to have some sort of a heart-to-heart conversation with you, like wanting to open up to you emotionally, but also wanting to know where you stand when it comes to, the emotional department. So I'm going to start off by seeing how you are being viewed this week. The Queen of Wands. This person's highly attracted to you. It's a very fiery energy. I don't just feel like it's physical attraction. I think it's also the way that you carry yourself. Your confidence could be something that they definitely admire. Okay. Some of you could do something very different when it comes to your work or your choice of career here, and that could be something that they admire as well because they feel like it's different or it's out of the usual, not in the norm, that sort of thing. And then we have the Page of Pentacles followed by the Eight of Pentacles in the challenge position. It seems to me that you have someone here who really overthinks how they speak to you. So it's like, Page of Pentacles, well, the pages in the deck are, read as messengers, right? So like whether it's they want to send you a text or pick up the phone and call you, it's like they really overthink or overanalyze what to say. Especially for those two cards to come up in the challenge position, I feel like it's someone who is formulating a message but struggling to do so, or wanting to communicate something to you but having a hard time figuring out the right words to use or how to articulate their feelings here. Eight of Pentacles is definitely someone who wants to invest in this connection. They want to put forth the effort. They want you to see that they're working towards creating something with you, right? It's a very action-oriented energy. It's very practical. How are you viewing them? The Two of Wands. Some of you could be like waiting for a sign from this person, or you feel like there's some sort of an ongoing waiting game where it could feel a little bit draining, or you're wanting to see, progress, wanting something to take off, much more quickly than it currently is. So there could be something that feels very on and off about this connection, or you're connecting with this person, but you feel like there's a delay when it comes to getting something off the ground, having something feel more stable or tangible here. For others of you, you may feel like you've made your emotions very clear to this person, but you're wanting to see where they stand, or you're wanting to see more action from their end. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords in your feelings and the Five of Swords. You're feeling very mentally conflicted this week, and there could even be some sort of mental restrictions that you're trying your best to work through, but it could lead to you feeling a little more confused just because you're trying to figure something out on your own. I don't feel like you're asking for another perspective, or you're not directly going to this person. Eight of Swords could be when we're thinking about something constantly, but it's also creating a block where, it could be that, you're in your own way, or there's something here that you quite literally feel restricted by when it comes to opening up to this person. Maybe you feel like you want to open up to them, but with the Five of Swords, there's something here you don't agree with, right? Or there's something here that you still feel conflicted about, even if it's, something that occurred in the past. Because I see that you're really up in your head about this person this week, but you're also, feeling equally as conflicted and stuck, really. Okay. We have the Ten of Wands and the Six of Pentacles. It seems to me, Taurus, the Ten of Wands and the Six of Pentacles is when you feel like you're working towards something, right? You're putting forth the effort and you're doing what you need to do on a daily basis, but you're not seeing your desired results. The Ten of Wands is, Tens in general speak about completion, but Ten of Wands in particular, it's completion after, because something's feeling very draining, or because something began to feel very one-sided. So I wonder if some of you feel like this connection progresses the way that I want it to when I am going above and beyond. But I don't want to go above and beyond. I don't want to be the only person who is constantly reaching out, or I don't want to constantly have to be the bigger person in the situation. Because Six of Pentacles lets me know that you do feel you've been very generous with your time and energy in this situation, but it also lets me know that there's a genuine concern when it comes to equal give and take. Do you feel like you're giving to this connection more than you're receiving from it? Right? Do you feel like when there's a disagreement or something falls apart, if you weren't the one to initiate a conversation and find a solution, do you doubt that this person, or do you have some sort of doubt that this person would take initiative? Because it seems to me that you feel you've put your best foot forward. You're trying time and time again, but something is starting to feel very draining for you with the Ten of Wands. So it's like, I can't stop thinking about this person. I do feel connected to them. But if I always have to be the one to reach out, and I have to always be the one to, meet them on middle grounds, then what am I getting from this relationship? Right? Is it really a two-way street? Is there actually equal give and take if my energy is not being reciprocated? And those are just some thoughts that could be crossing your mind this week. So we have the Nine of Pentacles, clarifying the Page of Pentacles, and we have the Sun card clarifying the Eight of Pentacles. Some of you could be dealing with a Leo. You have someone here who feels like you're choosing yourself. They are viewing you in a very independent energy with the Nine of Pentacles. I also feel like they're viewing you in a very stable energy as well. And viewing you as a very hardworking individual. But with the Sun card, not only is there, like, they're receiving clarity about you and who you are as a person, but they could also feel like they misunderstood you in the past. Or something that they thought about you is not the truth. Even if they felt like it was in the past, they feel like they were proven otherwise in the current moment, or they're being proven otherwise in the current moment. And I'm strongly getting someone who's wondering if you are happy without them, if you are doing better off without them. This could be someone who appears to be doing well, and it's not to say that they're not an optimistic individual, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes that they're not really showing you. This is someone who wants to reconnect with you, but they're overthinking that communication. It could be someone who picks up the phone and they're like, you know what, I'm going to call Taurus. And they're like, you know what, no, not right now. I don't know what to say. Or they're typing out a message and they're like, okay, that doesn't sound good. Or, and then they talk themselves out of doing so. It's a lot of overthinking and overanalyzing, specifically when it comes to wanting to reach out to you. Okay. So we have the Hanged Man in their feelings. Some of you could be dealing with the Pisces, a shift in perspective, seeing things in a new light, Two of Swords. But there could be something that they're in denial about. Two of Swords is usually when, someone's having a difficult time seeing the bigger picture. But it stems from a space of it stems from a space of not seeing something that's in front of you. That's why I said, that card also touches on a state of denial, or being in a state of denial. And here's what I see, Taurus, like, as this person, is having a shift in perspective, they could even acknowledge that they feel, deeply connected to you, and that's the reason they want to reach out. They're not really sure what the future holds. So it could be that the both of you were connecting on a very deep level in the past, but something about the future of the connection was very uncertain. There was no plan in place, or something about it felt very temporarily stable. Where this person feels like they weren't allowing themselves to completely fall for you. The Hermit and the Ace of Wands. Really desiring a new beginning while they're in a period of solitude. This is someone who has learned a lot about you, a lot about themselves. This card touches on wisdom. And it's also like wisdom that's gained through experience. So like the past with you has taught this person a lot about what to do moving forward, what to say, and maybe what not to say. And yes, there is a desire for a new beginning, but there's a lack of clarity, or this person is having a hard time seeing things for what they are. They feel like they misunderstood you, and there are things about you that are becoming very clear to this person. Although the Two of Swords could be, okay, I want to reconnect, but I'm not really sure, where Taurus and I are going to be 3 months from now or 6 months from now. And so in the past, there could have been something that just felt very, very uncertain about this connection. And I'm not talking about the feelings. Like the feelings are here and the emotions could have been intense, but maybe the stability, right? Or maybe both of you have very different lifestyles and they weren't sure how you guys were going to work together in a partnership. Okay, so we have the Queen of Swords and the Four of Pentacles in the potential outcome. You have someone here who really does want to speak to you, but I see a very, very hesitant energy. And someone who, like I said, not to sound too repetitive, overthinks a lot about what they're going to say or how they're going to deliver it. The Queen of Swords is being clarified by the Ace of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, Five of Wands. What's the Five of Wands? The Three of Wands. This person could also be removing themselves from a specific environment that feels very chaotic. An Ace of Cups is a desire for a new beginning. I mean, needless to say, we also have the Ace of Wands in their feelings. But the Three of Wands is planning, right? Looking at a situation, knowing what you're desiring, but being more realistic about it. And for some of you, this person, yes, they could be planning on how to come forward or reach out to you, but I also see them planning on how to release something that feels very negative in their environment with the Five of Wands. If it's their social circle or family members, Five of Wands could be chaos or drama that is very draining, but it could also cause you to feel very powerless. Okay, so let's see if there's anything they want to communicate. You speak to me through music. Okay, so there could even be certain songs that remind this person of you. Okay. Finding out the truth crushed me. So there could be a truth that was revealed, whether it's they feel exposed or a truth from your end that caused them to feel very, stressed out. I feel you leaving me behind. So they can sense that you're detaching. That could also be the reason why, even though they're having a shift in perspective, there's a level of uncertainty in their feelings as well. That could also be the reason why they're specifically overthinking how to connect with you. It's like, how do I connect with someone that's detaching? Or what do I say? I feel so happy with you. So this is someone who feels very emotionally content in your company. And look at this, guys, bottom of the deck. I am afraid to contact you. They're fearing your response, or they're fearing some form of rejection. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.